Now let's talk about differential. So let me do something real quick here. I'm going to load another setup here. I'm gonna load the baseline setup for Silverstone, and let's show it here. So we have these options for medium. We have for differential. Sorry, we have entry, we have middle, and we have high speed. Let's explain a little bit what these are. The entry is when you're braking. So if you're braking, the differential is gonna make the tires locked to each other. So if the differential is on, let's say, 12, that means the car is gonna resist the rotation because the two tires are locked together, and when you're turning the car into a corner, the wheels tend to rotate on a different speed because the outside wheel is going through a longer distance and the inside wheel is stopped. So this being at 12, it resists that behavior and the car turns less. The car wants to go ahead, wants to go straight. If you bring this all the way down to 1, that means the car does not resist to that rotation, and the car is allowed to rotate a lot more, which means the car is a lot more freer to turn into the corner. Now this is entry differential. You can change that from corner to corner whenever you want. You can set that on your wheel and change it during the race, even during the quali if you want. If you guys see the real life Formula 1 stuff, you will see them changing, and the little dash showing that they are changing differential, entry, middle, high speed. They're changing everything during the lap, during the race, during the quality, during everything. They are amazing. Now, let's talk about middle. Middle is as soon as you are on a lower speed and you accelerate. Middle means that the resistance that you're gonna set at the moment you accelerate out of a low speed corner. Let's say a hairpin. A hairpin, you are at the apex. As soon as you accelerate, boom, the middle will kick in. So if it's set at 1, actually, I want to show you guys that. If it's set at 1, look at what happens. I'm going to go to the track. I'm actually driving with my socks right now. I want to show you guys what happens if we have the differential, the middle differential on 1. Okay, did you guys see what happened? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna show you the replay, and we will see what happened. I'm gonna use the chase cam. Look, differential mid is on 1, which means the two wheels can rotate independently, and on exit what happens is that when you deliver the power, the inside and the outside can rotate different, which means if the inside is lighter because we're going out of the corner and the weight is on the outside, the inside with less resistance will actually receive all that power from the engine, and it will rotate freely. So look at the trail now. Look at the skid mark on the inside. Look at that. Look at how bad this is, because all the power is going to my right tire. There's even smoke going out of it, you see? And we can even see too how look at the marks on the tire, because we're destroying the tires here, and look at how shiny the left tire is. So that is what happens when you have differential on 1, middle 1. It's exit of low speed corners. Now, the differential on high speed differential is basically the same thing on exit, on power, but on higher speed corners. So let's say cops or stow. When you're like 6th gear, we're really accelerating very hard, then that is going to determine how connected the wheels are. If you have this value too low, the car is going to understeer on the outside and may have the same bad effect of spinning the inside wheel, which destroys your tire and causes the car to understeer, and you even lose time because you don't have the power pushing the car forward. If you have it on 12, then the car tends to rotate a lot more because a lot of the power is locked to both wheels on the rear, and then the outside, who is already busy holding the car in terms of rotation, will also have to worry with the traction pushing the car forward. So that's why on 12 the car turns more, because the outside tire is gonna also receive that power from the engine. I don't know if it clears for you guys, but that's the thing. My setup, I have it set to pretty high differential on middle and high speed, and it's on medium. It's on the minimum for entry. But towards the end of the stint, it feels like it's good to bring this down a little bit, because every time you have a little scary moment on exit, you can bring down this value and make the car a little bit more understeery on exit, or less oversteery, less dangerous on exit. So entry is entry, middle and high speed is for exit. This is about differential. I hope it's fine. I hope it's clear. It's clear enough for you guys. We're also going to talk about engine braking. So engine braking, it's basically how much the rear wants to slow down as you downshift. So if this value is on maximum, as it is, let's say 12, then as you downshift, you're not going to feel that effect of the car wanting to rotate more, or wanting to stop, or wanting to even lock the rears if you have this on 12, because this value is not the value of the engine braking, it's the value of the engine braking control. So it's a value, it's something electronic that counteracts the effect of the engine braking. So 12 means no engine braking, and 1 means lots of engine braking. My setup, I like the engine braking to make the car rotate. If I find it to be better to set at 12 and still compensate by making the car rotate in another way, that will be updated in the next week for you guys. But I really tested it and I really loved the 1 because I like the engine braking controlling the rotation, especially because we are all so used to having engine braking in most cars. And that's it. I think that's it for today. This is a very long tutorial. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any question, you can send me a message on my Discord, on my Twitch, or on here on the comments. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.